SwiftPlumbers, customer number 5658. And what we're doing here, we started in the same spot as the last video, and we have now jetted the line. We can go through here, re-inspect it, and you'll notice that all that scale that we've seen in the first video and debris is gone. One alert when we ever see any water to the bottom of this pipe. But so far so good. You'll see discoloration right in here, okay, but we're not really worried about that. Drain line is older. It has been in poor shape. You can see that where that white spot you see right here. If you look at video number 1, we had a big seam right here with big buildup on the pipe, and now it's just gone. And I'll show you where it is in a minute, where all that stuff that was in there. We see what looks to be a possible seam at the bottom of the pipe right here. We are still able to smoothly go across it. We're not overly alarmed, but we believe that that pipe sure is starting to thin out right here. When we look at the bottom of that, that's what we wanted to see. Also see some structural flaws on it, but not an obvious crack so far seen. But look at how clear that pipe is. When you watch that first video, you'll recall we've got stuff all over this pipe. I mean, it's everywhere. Now it's round, and that's how it should look. We can probably get some more time out of this video. Right here, we don't like that. That looks to be where they put a joint together. You can see right around that joint right there, it's not very smooth at that point. You see a little bit of water at the bottom right here, and we don't like any water. It's at the right pitch. There shouldn't be any water sitting in there. Just like right there. See that lip? It's right around the kitchen, so we want to be very careful with the kitchen drain line, what we put down it. Just because we clear all this debris out of the way doesn't mean it's a new line. And right there's that joint. That's going to be right at that Y that we're concerned with. It could be a slight pitch issue is the reason we're getting some of that water down here. Our plumber who snaked it was concerned about the amount of scale and debris, rightfully so, because the drain line was partially plugged, as you'll see in the first video. Right in here, when I look at that right here, and that looks like the formation of a seam. It's crusty, nothing real bad at this point, and if it continues this way, the sea snake slides easily around the bottom of this pipe too. And when you see me sliding back and forth that easily, that means you're nice and smooth at the bottom right there. So there are a lot of things we don't like, but let's remember this is a very old cast iron drain line, and proper maintenance of this, jetting it when they're in poor shape like this every 3 years. Depends on usage. You want to be safer, you do it in shorter amount of time. You'll see right there another joint, and see how we got that belly of water right there? That is of course a concern for us. But I do ride smooth on the bottom, and I wouldn't say anytime there's water or debris just sitting there, and see there's nothing stopping it from moving downstream. We're going from upstream downstream. There's nothing plugging that, it's just water sitting there. Not a lot, but enough for us to say, okay, this drain line does need a good maintenance schedule. And always be careful with the drain line and what you put down it. But like I said, when you see the first video compared to this one, you'll see how great. I've got customers here I've been keeping off the mic, but it's okay right now. I've explained a lot. You know, this is the part when I went in, I pre-inspected it, but I always double check on the way out. So what I did was put it all the way to the end, all the way to that master toilet. The furthest part of this line that we jetted, put it all the way there, and then now I'm out here. And I'm going to go ahead and pass this one without anything to do right now. But unfortunately, it's a metal line. We must maintain it. This isn't the end of the road. You know, the sooner, you don't jet this every year. You jet it every 2, 3 to 4. The sooner you do it, the better chance of longer length of time you have to keep it open. This is the only way, and what I'll show you right here, and this is just more of, I'm recording this too. This is what we took out of your drain line. Over a half a bucket of scale. That's rusted, built up, greasy, pure scale. What we did was we cut this drain line. The reason we do that and dig that hole right there is so that we can put that bucket underneath, and when we pull it out, we collect a bunch of scale. And that's really honestly just us showing off. So that's all that is. Fred Burrow, Swift Plumbers, end of video number 2. We are all done here for now.